Good evening, my dear people of God. Welcome to the 29th day of our Lenten season. Our topic today is practicing restraint in our speech and avoid hurtful words. Proverbs chapter 21 verse 23. So I read this passage from the Bible. It reads, "Whoever guards his mouth and tongue keeps his soul from troubles." This means that unguarded mouth and tongue gives trouble to our souls. Hence, we shall discuss on the power of speech and how it can build or destroy us or our relationship with people, and the need to practice restraint in our speech. In a world where words hold immense power, the ancient words of Chanakya resonates profoundly. If you want to overpower the entire world merely by just one action, then put restraint upon your tongue, speaking evil of others. These words, spoken centuries ago, continue to hold relevance in our modern lives. Speech is a tool of immense power. It has the ability to uplift, inspire, and unite, but it also has the potential to harm, divide, and destroy. In our daily interactions, the words we choose to speak shape our perceptions of those around us and leave a lasting impression on the world. By refraining from speaking ill and hurtful words on others, we not only demonstrate integrity and respect, but also wield a tremendous force to build bridges, foster understanding, and cultivate harmony in our relationships and communities. The impact of our speech extends beyond our immediate interactions. In an area of social media and digital communications, our words can travel at the speed of light, reaching audiences far and wide. What we say online has the potential to shape public discourse, influence opinions, and even impact the course of history. In the realm of leadership, the importance of mindful speech cannot be overstated. Leaders who choose their words carefully, speaking with honesty, empathy, and compassion, inspire trust and loyalty among their team members. Conversely, leaders who engage in gossip, slander, or divisive rhetoric risk eroding trust and undermining morale within their organizations. By cultivating awareness and discipline in our speech, we gain control over one of the most forces in our lives. Through conscious effort and practice, we can harness the power of our words to create positive change and uplift those around us. In the Bible, there are certain instances that can help us to understand the topic we are discussing this evening. In Proverbs chapter 10 verse 19, the Bible says, "Sin is not ended by multiplying words, but prudent hold their tongue." Proverbs chapter 17 verses 27 to 28, the Bible says, "A person of understanding is even-tempered they display wisdom, while a person of hasty temper exalts foolishness. In Ephesians chapter 4 verse 29, St. Paul says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up, according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." James chapter 1 verse 19, St. James says, "Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." In Proverbs chapter 21 verse 23, the Bible went on to say, "Those who guard their mouths and their tongues keep themselves from calamity." Colossians chapter 4 verse 6, St. Paul said, "Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone." In Proverbs chapter 12 verse 18, the Bible says, "The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing." In Proverbs chapter 15 verse 28, the Bible says, "The heart of the righteous weighs his answers, but the mouth of the wicked gushes evil." Proverbs chapter 12 verse 18, the Bible says, "The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing." In Matthew chapter 15 verse 11, Jesus said, "What goes into someone's mouth does not defile him, but what comes out of his mouth, that is what defiles him." Finally, Proverbs chapter 16 verse 24, the Bible says, Gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body." Hence, words have the power to build up or tear down. Therefore, it is important to exercise restraint and choose our words wisely, aiming to uplift and encourage others rather than hurt them. Practicing restraint in our speech requires self-control and wisdom. It demonstrates maturity and a deep understanding of the impact our words can have on those around them. Active listening is key to practicing restraint in speech. By being quick to listen and slow to speak, we can better understand others and respond in a considerate manner. Our words have the potential to bring healing and restoration. When we choose to speak with kindness and grace, we can contribute to the well-being and positive growth of others. Guarding our tongue can spare us from unnecessary conflict and trouble. Choosing our words wisely helps to maintain peace and prevent harmful outcomes. Restraint in speech is not just about avoiding hurtful words, but also about choosing words that are beneficial and helpful for others. Our words can be a source of guidance, comfort, and support. Our words reflect the condition of our hearts. Practicing restraint in speech requires examining our motives and ensuring that our words align with love. Recognizing the power of our words allows us to choose and take responsibility for them. We should be conscious of the impact they can have on others and strive to use them for good rather than harm. Our words can leave a lasting impact on others, just as hurtful words can deeply wound. Kind and gracious words have the ability to inspire, encourage, and bring joy to those who hear them. Restraint in speech is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It requires self-discipline and willingness to prioritize the well-being of others over the urge to express ourselves hastily. Fire is a powerful force of nature that typically starts by accident, consuming everything in its path. A fire that starts with a small spark can also destroy a lifetime of work and memories. Our speech, like fire, can inflict damage that spreads far and wide. Careless words can damage a person's reputation, hurt a person's self-esteem for life, or irreparably sever a relationship. Sometimes, a small comment or angry word spoken in haste can create a wedge between husband and wife, the closest of friends, parents and their children, etc. Lies, gossips, slanders, profanity, and ill-intended words in truth throws consuming fire into people's lives and homes. It is not that our hearts are necessarily full of hate, anger, or jealousy when we speak hurtful or careless words. It may be that we get caught up in the moment, speak more than we should, and say something that might unintentionally hurt someone else. However, if we are to have lives that truly impact the world around us, we must certainly start by holding our tongue and practice restraint in our speech and avoid hurtful words. Restraint in our speech is an easiest way to overcome our unresolved anger, unforgiveness, or past traumas. Hurting others through our speech doesn't make one a strong person, rather makes one a weak person. The damage done by hurtful words can last a lifetime. Hence, there is need to avoid hurtful words in our dealings with people, since it can hurt someone more than we can ever imagine. For Tamara Kolish, if you never heal from what hurt you, you will bleed on people who didn't cut you. Don't say more than that is necessary. Exercise emotional restraint. Control your spirit. Control your tongue. Keep your spirit cool. Do not let mismanaged emotions speak for you. Speak with wisdom and be silent when necessary. In conclusion, we must practice restraint in our speech. Avoid hurtful words. We have the power to uplift, inspire, and unite. Let us strive to put restraint upon our tongues and speak words that bring light, healing, hope, and restoration to all. May the good Lord give us the grace to practice what we have taught today.